maybe. So I approach it from that mindset that the guy who's basically next to undefeated as a starter, why isn't it his job? Why isn't it his team? It'd be the equivalent of Georgia looking to replace Stetson Bennett with one of their gaggle of five-star quarterback options. No?
No, well, you're right. And here's what Michigan's done in the past, is they've been beholden to the five-star. And we can cite any number of big names over the last 10 to 15 seasons. I mean, whether it's Joe Milton, Dylan McCaffrey, it's in his blood. Shea Patterson, five-star. Shane Morris, Devin Gardner, any number of super talented quarterbacks. Like, JJ might be special, like those guys might have been special. Sure, but when you want to play a brand of football that is throwback Michigan football, don't make mistakes football, and you have a quarterback who just did something that you haven't been able to do in 15 years, it's his job to lose. Like, I'll admit I was wrong on this. I was someone last year who said you can't beat Ohio State with a game manager. You did. And the games matter. The results count. When you've proven you can do it, right. It's your job.
And they didn't lose that game in East Lansing because of Cade.
No.
Cade threw for 400 yards. They lost that
take
game
a peek
for 2
at the map.
Kenneth Walker just scored again. And JJ put the ball on the carpet at the worst possible time. And that exchange with Blake Corum was absolutely JJ's fault. So, and by the way, JJ was put in the game inexplicably again in the red zone on 2 or 3 series prior, and he fumbled the ball, and that could have easily been a fumble 6 the other way if Ronald Williams didn't play kickball out of bounds. So, look.
Starting route to Inkster Road.
If JJ is what people think he is, it should be so obvious in practice. It should be so blatant to all 85 scholarship players. Anything other than him being blatantly, obviously, unequivocally better than Cade, it's Cade Show. I get tired of hearing the hype and the BS. I know one guy goes out there and they win games. And he plays in the image of his head coach, and it works. It doesn't have to be sexy. You know, Bama had a ton of success before they ever had the star in Tua, right? The star in Bryce Young. Ohio State won a natty with Craig Krenzel. Okay? Like, we've seen it. And if you're going to do this thing, well, Florida did it with Chris Leak and Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow had as Liam Neeson said, a very particular set of skills. It's different. JJ can have all the God-given physical tools in the world, but if he's not blatantly better in practice, what are we doing here?
Yeah, like if they play and they go to Iowa and McNamara has 2 fumbles and 2 picks, and then you want to pull him, fine. But he has no actually lose them a game.
In half a mile, turn left onto West 7 Mile Road.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Look, this is where you need to talk to your people. This is your fan
David's
base.
people.
Nah, you're a closet Wolverine.
No. But I think this is a fair question for Michigan fans. Like, are they tipping their hand when they say, one game's going to be important to us, we're going to be traditional Michigan football? They're tipping their hand and they're saying, it's not JJ. Because if it was JJ, you'd be opening the offense up, right? To me, it would feel ridiculous to put JJ in this like little compact car. If he's your quarterback, you're going to go to the open road.
But you know what? If I see, and again, I just view college football now as a business. I don't do the romance thing. If I'm JJ and his family, I'm starting at Ole Miss. I'm starting at Texas Tech or something.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
I can go get paid $1 million, grip it and rip it 30 times a game, and run around and do whatever I want to do. And you're telling me I got to sit behind this kid? You're telling me I'm a trinket? I'm not doing it. It's ridiculous. But that's me. I just feel
like they're not going to say it for that reason, but are they saying it without saying it? Like one of their co-OCs is an O-line coach. They brought back most of the O-line, the bones of an O-line a year ago. They still have Corum, who was shy of 1,000 yards barely a year ago while sharing the backfield, and everybody loves Donovan Edwards. I don't think they're wrong to lean on the run game and the ground game again this season. And they're not going to tell you that JJ isn't going to be the starter because they don't want politically him to transfer. So what do? It's an open competition, but we're going to play Cade's brand of football, and Cade's going to take the first snaps. And guess what? You don't have to say it out loud, but we all know Cade's the starting quarterback for Michigan this fall unless he loses it.
Oh, I would agree, and I think their non-conference schedule, which is a total embarrassment, it gives them an additional month to figure it out. And then, oh, wow, conveniently, they'll be past the transfer portal deadline. We're basically, it's the middle of the season. Like, what are you going to do? You're not going nowhere. You're going. So, yeah, I leave it to Michigan fans. I think
At the next light, turn right.
I think Cade's a gamer. I think he does have those intangibles. I don't think he's terrible. And no, he's not going to be an NFL quarterback. He's not going to be a star. And I think that's okay. I think you can make it. You can make it through, especially if you can play that brand of football. But otherwise, if you want the upside, stop talking about it. Just be about it. Just make JJ the starter, and Cade will go on his way. There'll be some hurt feelings, and nobody will care. Throw the number out to your
In 6.9 miles, turn left onto West 14 Mile
Michigan
Road.
fans, 248-539-9797. Is this because I said you should? Is this because I said you should expect Michigan State to contend for a Big Ten title? I'm the bad guy now. I'm a Michigan fan.
No, you're not the bad guy at all. No, Jim, I'm just those people.
Yes, could those people call in 24?
Yes.
Michigan fans, that's what we're talking about. 248-539-9797. Is this thing more cut and dry than we want it to be? Like, maybe us in the media, we want this to be a whole QB battle. I don't think it's much of a QB battle. Maybe people think it is. Maybe people think it's not. I don't know.
Yeah, well, let's see if people support cookies. We'll get to the Michigan fans next. Things are a little crazy beyond the Michigan quarterback situation, but it is a great time to get a tax settlement. You need tax attorneys. You need Abraham and Rose. Growing number of Americans, simply put, they're having trouble paying their taxes, getting out of IRS debt.
Oh, we never used your truck last weekend.
I know.
IRS.
Definitely need to drive your truck this weekend.
Lovely human beings, but they can't help you here. You need tax attorneys. You need the best in the game. You need Abraham and Rose. 248-539-5040. That's 248-539-5040. 5040, or you just go online to abrahamandrose.com.
Because you haven't even driven it all week.
Thinking about selling your home? Have you outgrown your current home? Get the Z Guarantee and call me, Mark Z.
Driveway wants to know, what's your happy place? Chilling out at a backyard barbecue? Watching a football game on the 50-yard line? Or maybe just sitting on the beach soaking up the sun? Wherever your happy place is, think about yourself buying or selling a car from there. Welcome to Driveway.com, where you can feel completely in control of your car buying or selling experience. At Driveway, we believe in transparency and offer you our best price up front to keep you in the super chill zone. Buy or sell your next car from your happy place at Driveway.com.
97.1 The Ticket and Beaumont's Student Heart Check program provides a healthy heart check for students whose families might not otherwise be able to afford it. Go to 971theticket.com, search Student Heart Check, and help make a difference in our community.
In the wee hours of the night, when everyone else is fast asleep, you're the one on third shift, burning the midnight oil. When a part fails and everything comes to a grinding halt, regardless of what the clock on the wall says, you leap into action. Granger is with you and all the ones who get it done. With 24/7 customer support by phone or click to chat. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
DQ presents Picture this. Picture the burger of your dreams. It's on the new DQ Signature Stack Burgers menu. A lineup of 5 premium burgers, like the Flamethrower Signature Stack Burger and Loaded A1 Signature Stack Burger, with 100% seasoned real beef patties, melty cheese, and a combo of top-notch toppings and sauces galore. This dream burger is calling your name. But it isn't a dream. You're ordering at the DQ drive-thru. The DQ Signature Stack Burgers lineup. Try it today. DQ. Happy tastes good.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal, the sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us, on the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Tonight, scattered storms expected, low of 64. Weather brought to you by the Odyssey app.
Get your favorites on the free Odyssey app. Listen to local and national news stations, plus your music, sports, and podcasts for free wherever you are on the Odyssey app.
Let your voice be heard. Call
call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Red Hot Chili Peppers are back. Anthony, Chad, Flea, and John live on stage. World Tour 2022 with very special guests, The Strokes and Thundercat. Comerica Park, August 14th, 2022. Get tickets now at tigers.com/RHCP. Check more at redhotchilipeppers.com.
Latest on your Detroit Lions. Download Necessary Roughness with TJ Lang and John Jensen today. Get it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, David, give me a couple of the ticket texts here, and then I want to throw some Cookie's way because he said something I found mildly offensive. I want to ask.
I can't wait to hear about this. Go for it.
I know you say it sounds very sincere. David first, please.
Starting route to 4598 Fairway Ridge.
If Harbaugh had stuck with K for the whole game against MSU last
In
year,
4.4 miles, turn left
That's
onto
from
West
Michael and
14
MSU
Mile
alum
Road.
From Livonia.
I mean, there's elements of truth to it. When you change the mesh point on a read option, fumbles happen.
They had a 3-point lead at the time, right?
And they're right. And again, JJ put the ball on the carpet twice. I don't think that's an unfair statement. Now, there's a multitude of reasons you lost the game. Again, Kenneth Walker just scored again. But if you want to distill it down to that, I can't argue the point.
JJ is a run threat as a QB, much more than K, which brings a different element to the game.
Great, then play him. Then just start. Guys, you don't need to keep thumbing the texts in. I gave you your out. Then just start him. All right? You think he's Marcus Mariota? Play him. If he's so effing special, it should be obvious in camp. And you play him. And that's it.
Starting K McNamara as QB is a no-brainer. He is a little more than a game manager. The way Michigan plays, he can look like a game manager, but if he threw the ball 35 times per game, he'd have big passing numbers as well.
Actually, I don't know if he would, but I know this much. If that's the way they want to play football, this is not a competition. This is Cade's job. I mean, it's a competition so JJ doesn't transfer, but I think it's a sham competition. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'd start Cade too based on what he did a year ago. I wouldn't try to go number two.
But Jimmy, then you ask yourself, then what the hell is JJ even there for?
I mean, I can't answer that because most guys don't stick around if they lose the job or they're not. Okay, we can't say lose the job because he's going to play. If you're not the clear-cut starter 2 years in, you cut bait and you go, right?
That's what it feels like to me, but whatever. David, real quick, I want to ask both of you a question. See, Jim took offense on something when I said, no, I don't believe MSU's a real threat to win the Big Ten. But in a way, Jim is painting an unfair picture that somehow I'm not optimistic about MSU. Let me ask this question, because I know it's ridiculous for me to be optimistic about my teams, but it's okay for you guys to be optimistic about yours. It's the fun rules we play.
No one's saying you can't be optimistic about MSU.
Well, not you. I'm saying many of the rats in the audience.
Mike, you can't let the listeners bully you.
No, they're not. I'm making a point that I just think Ohio State is that much above everyone. And if you're a Michigan fan and go, but we beat them last year, that's fine. I can't argue it. God bless. For Michigan State, we did not beat them. In fact, they murdered us. They put us in a casket 7 minutes into that game. I think MSU is going to be better than some people expect. I know the Kenneth Walker thing, but here was my source of optimism, right? For all the talk about Kenneth Walker and the offense and all that stuff, Jim, am I nuts when I look at MSU and I look at Tucker and the portal, and you guys brought this point up? They went shopping big time for defensive help. And they got some legitimate front seven help. And I do think, I can't speak to the quality of the defensive ends. Now, we'll see if a couple of these transfers help the pass rush. I think MSU might have the best defensive tackles in the Big Ten. As far as the rotation goes, the interior of that line is nasty. But, I think the offense probably won't be anywhere near as good, but the defense won't be anywhere near as bad. And I actually, I would like to think they could win 8 or 9 games this year. But no, I don't think they're a contender for.
I guess where I'm at is I think when you have a coach who's really good, and you can fill in the blank if you think Tucker is or isn't, but I do.
When you have that's not fair.
Well, Mike, when you have a coach you believe in, you reload. It's what happens where every program in America, you reload. Saban's the ultimate example. I'm not telling you got to tell me Tucker is Saban, but that's the ultimate example. Good coaches reload. We haven't seen Harbaugh reload. That's the whole question for this season is you lose those 2 edge guys, you're on your 3rd DC in 3 years, can Michigan reload? I think the question is there for Tucker. Can he reload? But if you believe in your coach, he's going to reload. You're going to be a team that can go win 10 games this season. You play Ohio State at home, and it's up for you to go out and prove it.
I think you can do it when you're a little deeper into the cycle.
But the transfer portal speeds things up. It used to be it takes 3-4 years. Now it's It's year to year in the sport now.
Jim, you know as well as I do, the transfer portal is a supplement. It is not the foundation of your football diet. Yes, Tucker's good at it. Yes, it helped us last year. It will help us this year. But if you're talking about a true reload in the way that the Powers do it, I do think they're probably a year away from that. You do need more recruiting. You do need more of guys that you got and you developed and you incubated. And I think they're probably a year from that. But yeah, look, I would be bitterly disappointed if they took a huge step back this year and were 6-6, 7-5. No, I think
bitterly
better
disappointed.
Than that. I would be, Jim. Thank you. Here's the other thing, and look, I shoot it straight. This is how I am as with my teams. They won every close game they played last year. I think Tuck was 6-1 in games decided by 6 points or less. That's really hard to do year over year. The football gods have a way of, rising up and kind of tripping you. So no, I want to make it clear, Jim. I'm optimistic about my team. But my viewpoint doesn't change. A, we're nowhere close to Ohio State. And B, I don't know that anyone will be. I kind of view this like this is the revenge tour, this is the reckoning, and everybody's about to get smacked.
Yeah, here's what I see and why I say they are a contender, because they beat my team consistently in 2 years. And under Tucker, they beat Michigan. So
we may do it again this year.
And you may, which is why I think you're a contender, because we know Ohio State is the only thing you have to do. It's the only thing. So, yes, I don't think you win, but it should be close. And that makes you a contender in my mind. Because that's the team you need to be close with. You need to be in it in the fourth quarter against, because you beat Penn State.
Agreed.
You beat Michigan.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think we can beat everyone on the schedule. We can. It won't mean we will. We can beat everyone on the schedule except for them. As a program, we're not where we need to be to beat Ohio State. That thing is a whole different level. That thing's a machine. And I get it. Michigan got them. It was a magical day. It was incredible. It was a senior group. It was the snowstorm. It was all of it, and you beat them. But let's be real now. You play them 10 times, you probably lose 7 of them. It doesn't matter. You played them once, you got them. But this idea that all of a sudden Michigan's on OSU's level, sorry, man, that's a rude awakening.
I guess this makes me not a Michigan fan, because I am not saying we're on the same level as Ohio.
No. David, I don't accuse you or Cookies of that. I'm talking about at large. That somehow this one victory has now elevated their profile and erased 20 years of dominance. And it's no. Especially when you lost both coordinators. Especially when you lost the de facto number 1 pick in the draft. Another first-round pick in Ajabo who got hurt. And Dax Hill. There's so much to discuss there. And it's look, I think it's one of the things
at the next stop sign, turn left.
Michigan State could be better than Michigan, could beat Michigan, but could still end up with a worse record because Michigan legitimately plays no one. Their non-conference is a walkthrough. I look at any Big Ten team traveling to the West Coast, like Michigan State going to play UW. No, I don't think UW is some great team. But what's the history of Big Ten teams going out to the Pac-12?
Right, it's degrees of difficulty. And Mike, I think it's not just that Michigan opens with the 3 straight games. Was it Colorado State, Hawaii, and UConn?
Larry, Curly, and Mo.
All of those programs
At the
are
stop
not only
sign,
bad,
turn left onto West
these are
14
all
Mile
coached
Road.
by
Then turn
first-year
right
guys.
onto Inkster
So
Road.
magnify it even more. So you go
I'll take
degrees of
Michigan laying the points in all 3. There's no way I don't go 2-1. Michigan minus 70. What's that pay in live odds?
Right.
I mean, that's just where I'm at with it. But no, I'll be fascinated to see what they do at quarterback. And I'll be interested to see what MSU does defensively. I mean, offensively, it's
At the light, turn right onto Inkster
If
Road.
any of the O-linemen get hurt, they're in deep, deep duty. They don't have any depth up there. Receivers are nasty. They got a real tight end this year. They brought in Jarek Broussard from Colorado. They got Jalen Byrd. I just need to see it. But defensively, I'm pretty confident they'll be better.
In
Because if they're not,
4.6
I'm probably
miles,
gonna have a
turn
coordinator.
left onto Fairway
All right,
Ridge.
that covers that. Let's get football today. We've got a lot of NFL news to get to. We'll do it next. 97.1.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by the Milford Memory Summer Festival. Lodge Freeway heading northbound at Forest Avenue. The 2 right lanes are blocked by an accident. There's also a second crash behind this after 75 blocking the right shoulder, so just seeing some added slowdowns. Then just before the work zone, another accident, 75 northbound at Allen Road blocking the right shoulder. Enjoy art, music, food, and family fun at the 30th anniversary of Milford Memory Summer Festival, August 12th, 13th, and 14th. Visit milfordmemories.com for details. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
I found a Chevy dealer in the area leading the way. It's Hamilton Chevrolet and Warren. Andrew Pavlik and his sales staff want to be your Chevy dealer. They will guarantee you the lowest payment on the next Chevy. And guess what, folks? The Rico deal is back right now. Lease a new 2022 Chevy Colorado Crew Cab Z71 4x4 low as, get this, $349 a month. For 36 months. Yeah, $349 a month for 36 months. You walk into Hamilton with $999 and you drive away in this new Chevy Colorado Crew Cab Z71 4x4 for $349 a month. It includes navigation, heated seats, and a trailer tow package. These Colorados are on the lot right now. So get in there for an immediate delivery. They won't last long. Get yours before they're gone. You know what I say. The best deals are found at 14 and Mound. Stop in and see my guys at Hamilton Chevrolet for details. And you can go online and you can visit HamiltonChevy.com. That's HamiltonChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Now with Xfinity, you'll get unlimited internet with gig speed and supersonic Wi-Fi. With a 2-year internet rate guarantee, no annual contract required, and no equipment fees. Talk about knock your socks off. Ooh, plus a free Flex 4K streaming box. It's like hitting the streaming jackpot. It's all just $50 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile. $50 a month. A price that's truly jaw-dropping.
Oh, literally.
The speed you need at a price you want. Value that's simply bananas. That's the new Xfinity Supersonic Bundle. It's kind of a big deal. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store to learn more.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto-pay with stored bank account. New gigabit internet customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
Five-year-old Lila and her mom are on their way home from Grandma's, singing Lila's favorite song. A few blocks away, 25-year-old Dylan is visiting friends at a small party. He finishes off his last beer,
Later, skater.
gets in his truck, and starts for home. Mom and Lila turn onto Maple Street. So does Dylan. Every 50 minutes in the United States, someone dies in a crash involving a driver impaired by alcohol or drugs. If you're impaired and you know it, don't drive. Drive sober. A message from the Michigan Office of Highway Safety Planning.
What am I driven by? Probably the music that keeps me going every day. I'm definitely more social now than I was. I met a lot of different people, different cultures. I'm more well-rounded. Being a part of these groups has helped me with speaking in front of people, with performing. Next year, I'm traveling to France with the group that I'm in. Because of my HFC education, I'm working on pushing towards future goals. I am future-driven.
What are you driving at? Find your future faster at Henry Ford College. Apply now at hfcc.edu.
I'm Bopper. founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC part solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK. This hour of the Valenti Show with Rico is brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Mother Waddles, we begin with the epic battle for kicker of the 2022 Detroit Lions. Head coach Dean Campbell announcing today that Austin Seibert has a slight edge over Riley Patterson. Lions today signing offensive tackle Kendall Lamb. He played for Tennessee a year ago. They opened the preseason at home against Atlanta Friday right here on The Ticket. Kickoff at 6 p.m. Both teams expect to play their starters about one quarter. Falcons a 1-point favorite. And obviously, if you're betting preseason football, you might want to have that issue checked out. Lions training camp show tonight at 7, right here on 97.1 The Ticket. Tigers off tonight. They open a 3-game set against Cleveland at home tomorrow night. Alabama #1, Ohio State 2, Georgia 3, Michigan 6, Michigan State 14th in the preseason college football coaches poll. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Fairway Ridge.
We are in full football mode, training camps, hard knocks, all kinds of nonsense. Let's do it. Football today.
I have today's forecast for you. Hot.
I want to kiss you.
All right, we come at your ass.
I couldn't care less about the team struggling.
I think it's a turducken. It is a turducken. So I want to start with this, because I want to start with something fun. It was something we were talking about pre-show, and I just sent the video to Mike. I wanted to make sure he saw this. It is on 97.1 The Ticket's Twitter. Jordan Davis.
Oh, baby.
Jordan Davis is going up against Cam Jurgens in a one-on-one, the center from Nebraska, who was the second center drafted in this past draft, which means he's highly rated. Expected to be the next guy. Yes, Mike, rest in peace to him, because in this one-on-one, Jordan Davis makes him look like he's going against my 11-year-old. This guy's going to be a beast.
At the buffet line. I mean, that was unreal. That's Roberto trying to get to stall 3. That was incredible. He pushes this dude 10 yards back, and the only reason it stopped was the whistle. Now, look, the odds of Jordan Davis ever lining up one-on-one against the center, probably about 0.
Thank you.
But if you ever question this man's power, this man's ability, this man's get-off, I still don't
turn left onto Fairway Ridge. Then the destination is on your right.
Be a distinct problem in that Philadelphia scheme.
I'm just happy Rico's not here because he would just be gloating. I never doubted that he could be disruptive, but he's not a pass rusher. And that's the thing that, Rico and I were butting heads about. He's not going to be singled up on an undersized center very often, if ever, in the NFL.
In a quarter mile, the destination is on your right. 4598 Fairway Ridge.
No, and look, both things can be true. And Jim, the bottom line is, I didn't get, it wasn't guys like you. It was a weird narrative where all of a sudden, well, he's not that good. And it's like, okay, stop.
Rico wanted to take a number 2 overall. Like, come on.
Yeah, and I understood it to a point, and I understood the theory of it, and I wasn't making fun of it. Would I have done it? Probably not. I'm making the point. The dude is legit, and the idea that people wanted.
The destination is on your right. 4598 Fairway Ridge.
1997.